This is the HolidayCoro long-range smart receiver. This part number is 951-72 for a bareboard configuration, and it's also available assembled. Let's take a look at those. Here we have a fully assembled long-range smart receiver in a HC2500 enclosure with 1 or 2 power supplies and with inputs at the base, fully assembled. Here's our bareboard option, and you can see we have the various different connections here. So let's go over each one of these features within the board. So the first is the number of outputs. Now we have 16 outputs in this particular configuration, and they feature pluggable connections. They're not plugged in here, but these are pluggable connectors you can connect easily on and off. This takes more time for assembly, but allows you to easily troubleshoot if you need to swap physical cable outputs. Again, 16 total outputs. They are broken into 1 through 8 and 9 through 16 for the power inputs on the right hand side here. This supports up to 40 and 40 amps. The fuse connections are 5 amps per output, and we have 3 warranty options: no warranty, 1-year warranty, or 3-year warranty on assembled products. Now, each output has an indicator with red LEDs for the fused connection. This tells you if any of these fuses are blown. If the red LED is on, the fuse is okay. These are traditional blade 5 amp fuses, and you can see they're easily replaceable. This is the version 1 board. There is a version 2 with poly fuses that are available. Now, also on this board are the address selection. This board has 16 outputs, which is equivalent to 4 long-range receivers. So that means that it utilizes 4 addresses within the address space of 16. Over on the left side here, we do have a switch position to select the board number within the chain. It comes defaulted to 0. All right, the next thing we have is test mode. On the far left here, we can put the receiver into test mode. That will turn on an LED that's blue, and that will show you that the outputs are fully functional. This is useful if you're testing outside of the configuration of your receiver or your controller. Let's say you want to boot it up and you don't want to have to actually send data from a controller. You can simply just utilize the receiver to test the lights. There is also an LED over here that indicates the power input. There are also 4 LEDs that indicate whether or not there is data flowing across each pair of wires. And then we also have LEDs that indicate that a given output is programmed. That's helpful for troubleshooting to determine if we have an issue with any given output not working because it is not programmed. So sometimes if you think a particular output is programmed but it is really not, it will not light the green LED. Now, at the top up here, we do have the standard long-range smart receiver input here and output. These are fully repeated outputs. So in other words, once the signal comes in, it is repowered again, unlike normal receivers. This means that once you come in, you could come in off of an over 300-foot cable, and then you could go back out again at 300 feet for each one of these if necessary. The signal is split between these two, so this is effectively a Y or daisy-chained option. All right, that completes the assessment of the 951-72. If you ever have any additional questions, you can always reach out to us at holidaycoro.com/contact us.